Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another episode of Real Life Counterparts. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Coil Cyclone. Its real life counterpart is the Croatian electric supercar, the Riamc Concept One. But the one I have on screen now is a customized version. I turned mine into the Riamc Concept S. It has not been released yet. There isn't too much on the car, so I'm not really going to go over it. Really the only thing I could say is that it has more horsepower, and a better top speed, and it's probably a little more aerodynamic. Now we're going to compare these two cars and see how Coil Cyclone and GTA sizes up to the Riamc Concept One. Now they are both two-door electric supercars. The Riamc Concept One has 1,224 horsepower. I can't really get an estimate for the Cyclone. The Concept One has a top speed of 220 miles per hour, which is about 355 kilometers per hour, and the Cyclone has a top speed of about, I'd say, 115, which is 184 kilometers an hour, which in GTA is pretty piss poor, and in real life is fucking piss poor. It really doesn't have a good top speed. It has a crazy amount of acceleration. It's a four-wheel drive car. You can really get the car to drift if you want to drift. You can get the car to stay on the road if you want to stay on the road. Much like real-life electric supercars. The Riamc Concept 1's 0 to 60 is about 2.5 seconds, and that's about what I got with the Cyclone. It's about 2.5 seconds, which is really weird because the Cyclone accelerates so fast. I thought it was super unrealistic, but it turns out that it is. Now, the Riamc Concept 1's four-wheel drive and the Cyclone's four-wheel drive are two very distinctly different things. The Concept 1 has this thing called torque vectoring. It's really complicated, but basically each individual wheel is controlled individually. So let's say you go to make a sharp left-hand turn. The inner tires, which are the left tires, are going to brake more than the tires on the outside, which would be your right side tires. Your right side tires are going to get a little bit more power, that way you can make that turn a lot sharper. The Riamc Concept 1, it has multiple modes, so you can have front-wheel drive or rear-wheel drive, which I think is really weird, because in my review yesterday, I could do burnouts with the front wheels or the back wheels. If you hold the e-brake and do the gas, you can do a front-wheel burnout. If you hold the gas and the reverse button, you can do a rear-wheel burnout. If you hold the gas button, the reverse button, and the e-brake all at the same time, your car will just rev, which I think that's really, really interesting, and not quite sure why it does that. The Riamc Concept 1 has a price of around $1 million. There was a red one that sold for $980,000, and the Cyclone is priced at $1.89 million. So basically, it's like $1.9 million, which, if you ask me, you're getting a really good car for your money. I mean, I bought two. You're going to get a good product for your money. I mean, this car, the drag race, can beat the X80 Proto, and I think if you took the Cyclone and the X80 around a track with short enough straightaways and, quite a few turns, I think the Cyclone might be able to beat it, because, like, if you have a lot of turns, coming out of those turns, the Cyclone is going to have insane acceleration, and it'd be able to fuck anybody up. It's kind of like the Riamc Concept 1. This thing is really good around a track, and it's really good in drag races. Now, I'm going to move on to a few faults of these cars, and to be honest, for the Riamc Concept 1, there isn't that many faults of the car. I mean, sure, it's an electric car, there's only 7 of them. There were 8, 1 got destroyed. That being said, if you need something to be repaired, it's hard, because it's an electric car, first off, and getting the parts from it, you can only get parts from that small company. It's a problem with, small manufacturers and their cars, is that you can only get parts for these cars from those companies. That's really the only bad thing about it. I mean, to be honest. I mean, there isn't really too much else. The Cyclone, on the other hand, has a pretty bad top speed, and the traction is not all that good at all. But, like I said, it does accelerate pretty much instantaneously to its top speed. And one last cool thing I want to say about the Cyclone is that if you customize the Cyclone right, you can make it look just like the Riamc Concept 1, or you can make it look just like the Concept S. Now, I'm going to put a screenshot on screen now. This screenshot was something I put in my review, and something I believe I said I was going to go over a little bit more. Now, this is not exactly correct, but it is in the sense of what I'm trying to say here. Now, what's going on here is that the Cyclone accelerates pretty much instantly to its top speed. So, it's not going to have a hard time beating a lot of these cars in drag races, because these cars have to catch up to that speed, and by the time they catch up to the speed that it's at and pass it and how fast they're going, the Cyclone's already been so far ahead for so long that in most cases with a drag race, it'll win. If you take pretty much any car, except for rocket cars, if you take any car and you take it out to LSIA and you race it against the Cyclone, bet money that you're probably going to lose to every single car. But let's say you got like a custom drag racing track that was extended, then the Cyclone will pretty much inevitably lose. And in races, I think that the Cyclone does okay. I would refrain from stunt races. That'd be a really good idea, because I've tried it in stunt races because I wanted to see how well it would perform. Oh my god, it's horrible. But if you're doing regular races with straightaways that aren't insanely long, or on highways, and, you know, have quite a few turns in them, I definitely recommend using this car. If not this one, then the Wagner. But that's about all I have to say about this week's real-life counterpart. Next week, we are going to have the Hunter helicopter coming out, and I'm really excited for that, because that's the Apache helicopter. I'm actually going to get that video set up sometime this week, and I'll have it out Tuesday or Wednesday. I did mean to have this video out yesterday, but there were problems in the editing, and I had to get that sorted out. Didn't get the video out until like 11 last night, but I still got it out. Also, I'm going to try to hit 15 subs before the end of the year. It's currently November 15th, so I have about a month and a half before 2018 rolls around. I'd like to hit 15 subs. Make sure to drop a big fat ass like on the video, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Young, dumb, and broke. Young, dumb, and broke. Young, dumb.